Let's get you the very latest as far as the rescue operations are concerned. The obstruction has been removed and the rescue operations have resumed as far as the rescue operations in the trap tunnel where the 41 labourers continue to remain trapped inside that tunnel that collapsed 12 days ago. The operations are now in its last phase. Do remember that overnight there was some development, but there was a slight delay on account of the auger machine which had given up. It had stopped working at some point because it had hit an iron rod. This is the delay that was being faced, and now rescue operations have resumed. The obstruction has been cleared. The officials are saying it's just a matter of time before they will manage to reach the trap workers and then have a way for them to crawl out of that tunnel and finally make their way through. They will then be checked by the doctors which are on standby. Finally, they will be transported in ambulances. There are 41 ambulances that are on standby outside the tunnel. They will then be shifted to a makeshift hospital which has 41 beds. The route is about 40 minutes from the tunnel. So they will be first acclimatized, then they will be taken to that makeshift hospital where specialized doctors are there in order to make sure they're given the possible treatment that they would perhaps require. So at the moment, good news is that the operations have resumed. Do remember that the authorities had late last night said that it would be a matter of time, just a few hours. So the operations they were hopeful would get completed last night itself. But because of that delay as far as the auger machine is concerned, the operations were then delayed. Then they were hopeful that about 8 o'clock this morning, they would manage to get the labourers out. However, the operations were not resumed till about now, and that is the delay was on account of the auger machine which had stopped working. They had hit a roadblock when it came to those iron rods, and which is why I do remember there is an issue of overheating. And of course also when it hit the iron rods, there was a slight problem with the machinery. But now all is well, and this is the last phase, the last leg. Just a little bit is left. The last stage as far as the rescue operations are concerned. You can see certain movement outside the tunnel. They do have everything on standby, including ambulances, doctors, all standing by, waiting for the labourers to come out. Once they are out, they will be acclimatized. Do remember there's a difference as far as the weather is concerned. Inside is very warm. They did not need any kind of woolens or blankets because it remains very warm because it's an underground tunnel. Once they're out, the temperature outside is very, very cold. Like our reporters have been reporting, it is extremely cold. Ghazali, first and foremost, good news that the rescue operations have resumed. The obstruction has been cleared. What kind of a delay have we been talking about? Authorities were very hopeful that they would manage completing the operations maybe last night and perhaps at the most by 8 o'clock this morning. How long will it take for them now to dig in further and cover that distance of 12 meters?
See, if the rubble doesn't consist of any other metallic objects or any other iron kind of objects, then certainly it will take around 2 to 3 hours, even without that. But the authorities or the rescue team doesn't know that what rubble is consisting of, because nobody knows that the rubble which is falling from the top of the tunnel, whether it has iron, whether it has plastic, whether it just has got mud or soil. So that is what the problem the rescue team is facing. Till yesterday, they thought that it is just clear mud or soil and they'll keep clearing it, or concrete rubble. But yesterday, we got to know that it was some big rock which was not allowing the drilling machine to move forward. Then today, we got to know that it's iron rod. And this is statement which is made by the district magistrate of Uttarakhand that the operations has resumed. We have heard it multiple times since yesterday evening. But from the site from where we are reporting, since morning there was no operation which was going on. The experts from Delhi have arrived. They have arrived at the rescue spot here near the tunnel. Now they will be involved, they will be engaged, their suggestions will be taken, and then perhaps the rescue operation will continue.